Hi everyone! Years ago, I applied for a business analyst position, and before the interview part, they gave me an exam, and that is to populate a scorecard just like what I'm showing you. The scorecard has to be populated based on a trigger. The trigger was once I choose a staff name, just like what I did, this table will be populated. They gave me instructions on how to solve these columns, so no problem about that. Part of the exam was to create a clear button that if I hit it, everything will be gone. Just like that. So I would like to help any one of you applying for a business analyst position on how to solve this kind of exam. In this video, it is part 1 of 2 where I help you to create a drop-down list. The second part 2 of 2, would be on how to populate this table based on a trigger made by the drop-down list. And part of it, included in part 2 of 2, is to create a clear button that once I hit it, everything will be gone. So watch out for it. For the part 1, let's do it. For the part 1, I will teach you on how to create a drop-down list. I have here a reference table. A reference table with the staff name, and our drop-down list would be based on this column. So let's go back on the scorecard sheet. Choose the cell where you want the drop-down list. Go to Data, Data Tools, find Data Tools, go to Data Validation, and the pop-up menu would show validation criteria below the settings tab. Choose list, and for the source, let's go back to the reference table. This time, we're going to choose these names, just these names, because we don't want staff to show up in our reference list, in our drop-down list, and then hit OK. Let's go back to the cell where we want the drop-down list and check. Alright, so we have our drop-down list. In order to delete this kind of drop-down list, we're just gonna undo everything. So click where the drop-down list is, go to Data, Data Tools, Data Validation, and as you can see below the settings, there's this Clear All button. Hit that. Okay, and as you go back, let's see, no more drop-down list. So that's it for the part 1. I hope you learned something. Watch out for part 2.